And to go back to capital, so for all of you, is capital the main limiting factor? As far as having more profit?
I think in my case, you couldn't source enough. I mean, it wasn't capital. It was like I had my VAs like working, all the hours that they could. We were getting as many leads as we could, and we just couldn't source. I would have loved to source even more than we did.
Did you have capital to source more?
Yeah,
Oh, you did.
yeah.
So the limiting factor was what? Not having more team members to find those products?
Well, it was just having enough leads to source, products. So that's the learning lesson this year is that we have a certain budget for how much we want to spend, and we were short each month up to right now. So we needed either more leads or another VA doing certain sourcing styles or certain sourcing methods. So yeah, we just didn't have enough leads to create more products. And one thing I do want to say on Q4 is that the things that we buy to test on the first go around, because we never buy too deep. And what I mean by that is we never buy too many of one item. We always go wide and shallow. So we buy test items, but what we do in Q4 is those test items become a little bit more. We added a little bit. So we do increase our amount of sourcing just by adding a little bit more quantity because we know we're going to sell those things a little bit faster in Q4. But even with that, we still were short of our goal.
Thank you. Thank you. I know this has been a topsy-turvy, especially fall season for you with your business and all the life changes you've had. Has capital been the main limit for you, limiting factor other than time?
Yeah, so for me, it's mostly the capital because of everything that's been happening. I have plenty of leads coming in, and in a way, that reminded me of when I started, because when you're limited on capital, I only started with a very minimal amount. You're kind of more motivated to be picky and choosy about what you buy, I guess, because you don't have that much to spread around to all these different products. So it could be a good thing or a bad thing, but for me, I'm taking it as a good thing because I'm going back and really evaluating things with my team to make sure that we're picking the best possible options for us considering our current circumstances.
So this is true I think of all of us as coaches, we have our systems in place. We have our sourcing, prepping, managing our inventory, sales on Amazon. We've got all of that in place. So for me, if it was just more capital, that's it. That's the team that you have, the systems that you have. You'd be able to just inject money into your business and have more profits.
Absolutely.
Candida, how about for you?
I think it's just really been time. Q4, it's been one thing after another as far as in my personal life, from illnesses to just other things that have taken some of my time away. I have a great team in place, though. I've got systems in place. It's just, I think I needed a few more leads because I'm like Ed, I still have a little bit of budget that needs to be spent. But if I wouldn't have had these systems in place, Q4 would have been a disaster. So I don't get down on myself. I just think, okay, life happens. We plan the best we can for Q4. Some things happen that just kind of, take my time. And that's one of the beauties of this business is I'm able to devote the time where I need to. When family needs me or other areas of my life need my attention, I'm able to do that. But Q4 is still going well for me. I'm up a total of 60% over last year's total sales for the year. So I can't be too down on myself. But that lets me know next year I need to, make sure that I prepare for some of these outside circumstances because life is going to happen no matter what.
So I'll speak to my business. All of our products are new products like Candida's bundle. It's never been on Amazon before. So we had to create it. And throughout the year, we've been adding new products slowly but surely, because that's what we do with what our team does. I didn't anticipate the increase in sales, though, that we've had. We're about double from last year. So that meant I was scrambling to add more staff members, and I had to add somebody on the image side, producing images and handling the orders there. And then on the production side of actually producing our products, I had to add another person there. So I brought on a brand new full-time team member just 10 days ago, an artist. That's the limiting factor, is just the size of my team. If I had more team, we'd be able to produce more products and produce more income. So that's kind of the lesson. I'm gearing up even for a bigger year next year and already thinking ahead right now.
It used to be said if you're not online, you're not in business. That's from like 15 years ago. All right. Now it's that if you're not on Amazon, you're not in business.
Regardless of that big dream, you've got to build a foundation. You have to have a business that has cash flow.
You need more cash? Go out and source some more. Shove those products into Amazon. What's going to spit out the other end is profit. It's that simple, isn't it?
Then they start looking at it as, this really is a system. So how can I add more to my system? How can I start to scale this?
That's why this is so integral, each pillar leading up sequentially to that long-term reliable business.
These are the real assets then that somebody who wants to buy a business, this is what they look for.
This is the brand launcher, the career launcher, the income launcher. It's a beautiful thing. And I know you're going to love what this can do for you. You're going to get a vision. You're going to get a vision to grow your business, to sell it for a profit, kind of show your pals, your friends, your family.
Yes, you can make $1 million just selling on Amazon alone.